When complaints started sounding the same, Ethan Cole stopped ignoring them. They treated me like I didn't belong. They rushed me out. No one would help. Ethan was the founder of Cole and Carter Home Furnishings, a mid-sized retail chain built on one promise: every home deserves respect. He grew up watching his mother get judged in stores because she clipped coupons and counted every dollar. He built his company to be different, but numbers don't lie. Sales were steady, reviews were dropping, so Ethan did something radical. He decided to become the customer no one wanted. On a rainy Saturday afternoon, he walked into his flagship store dressed in worn jeans, an old jacket, and work boots covered in dust. He hadn't shaved. He carried a folded list in his hand. To anyone watching, he looked like a man who had just come off a construction shift. Inside, the store gleamed. Soft lighting, polished floors, beautiful staged living rooms with $3,000 sectionals and $800 coffee tables. Two sales associates stood near the entrance. They looked at him, then at each other. No greeting. Ethan walked toward a display sofa and sat down carefully, testing the cushions. A saleswoman named Brianna approached, but not with warmth. "That one's part of our premium line," she said quickly. "Our clearance section is toward the back." Ethan looked up calmly. "I'm just testing it," he replied. She forced a thin smile. "They start at $2,900. "I know," he said. She hesitated, then walked away without another word. Across the showroom, a sharply dressed couple entered. Within seconds, both associates rushed toward them. "Welcome in. Can we offer you coffee? Looking for something specific today?" Ethan watched quietly. He stood and moved to a dining table display. Another employee, Jason, walked over. "Can I help you find something in your price range?" Jason asked, not unkind, but not respectful either. "I'm looking for a sectional," Ethan replied. Jason glanced at Ethan's boots again. "We do offer financing," he added quickly. "With approval." Ethan nodded slowly. "I'll keep that in mind." As Ethan walked through the store, he noticed something worse than indifference. He overheard Brianna whisper to Jason near the register. "Why do people window shop when they clearly can't afford it?" she muttered. Jason chuckled. Commission time wasted. Ethan felt a familiar tightness in his chest. Not anger, disappointment. He walked to the checkout counter with a decorative floor lamp priced at $450. "I'd like to purchase this," he said calmly. Brianna scanned it without looking at him. "Returns are only within 14 days, she said flatly. "That's fine." She paused. "Card or cash?" "Card." As he inserted his card, the machine beeped, requesting ID verification for high-value purchases. Brianna sighed audibly. "Do you have ID?" she asked. Ethan handed it over. She glanced at it, then froze. Her posture changed instantly. Jason leaned over. His eyes widened. The ID read, Ethan Cole, founder and CEO, Cole and Carter Home Furnishings. Brianna's face drained of color. "You're..." she whispered. "Yes," Ethan replied calmly. The store seemed to hold its breath. The well-dressed couple nearby turned subtly to watch. Ethan placed both hands on the counter. "For the past hour," he said evenly, "I've been treated like an inconvenience." Silence. No greeting. No assistance. Assumptions about my income. He looked directly at Brianna. "You directed me to clearance before I asked." Then to Jason. "You offered financing before offering help." Jason swallowed. "I'm sorry," he said quickly. Ethan's voice remained steady. "I built this company so no one would feel the way my mother did in stores," he said. "And today, you made a customer feel exactly that way." Brianna's eyes filled slightly. "We didn't mean." "That's the problem," Ethan interrupted gently. "You didn't think." He stepped back from the counter. Sales aren't about appearances. They're about service. A small crowd of employees had gathered quietly. Ethan addressed them all. "Commission doesn't excuse disrespect," he said. "And assumptions cost more than lost sales. They cost reputation." He paused. "I will not fire anyone today. Relief flickered across their faces. But every employee in this store will undergo customer empathy training. Effective immediately. He looked back at Brianna and Jason. You'll also work next Saturday assisting only clearance shoppers. They nodded silently. Not as punishment, Ethan clarified. As perspective. He picked up the lamp. And one more thing, he added. The next person who walks in wearing work boots might be your biggest sale of the year. Or your boss. Ethan walked toward the exit. Just before stepping out, he noticed something. A middle-aged man in paint-stained overalls had entered quietly. He was looking at dining sets, unsure. This time, before Ethan could say anything, Brianna hurried over. "Good afternoon, sir," she said warmly. "How can I help you today?" Ethan watched through the glass doors. The man smiled, visibly relieved. Ethan stepped into the rain, because the test wasn't about catching employees. It was about revealing culture. And culture is what happens when no one thinks the owner is watching. But sometimes, he is.